Avoidance prematurely end relationships before they're really supposed to end, leaving you feeling like there's unfinished business. But there's two different types of avoidance, and the way and the reasons why they do this are totally different. When you're watching other people that don't really know too much about attachment style, when they're talking about avoidance, usually what they're doing is referring to a dismissive avoidant. They don't know that. They don't know the difference between dismissive and fearful. But usually when you hear mainstream videos talking about avoidance, they're talking about dismissive avoidance. But there's a very different type of avoidant as well called the fearful avoidant. And they're entirely different in their motivations for what they need in the relationship and what triggers them and why they go away. And you need to understand the difference between the two. So dismissive avoidance, the type that you hear about in videos about avoidance, they are, avoiding intimacy, avoiding conflict. They are scared of commitment. They're scared of all the things that make a relationship work. And they end the relationship prematurely when they get stressed out, when they're scared to take things to the next level with you, when they're sick of people pleasing and they're burnt out, when you're fighting too much, or if they've had really loose boundaries and they've let someone get in too close, and because they don't do conflict, they didn't shoo them away and they end up cheating. Also, they end relationships at the end of the honeymoon phase, mistaking that drop in body chemistry for a lack of, spark. Now, fearful avoidance end relationships prematurely because they think that you're not listening to them, that you don't understand them, that you don't care about them. So they'll break up with you just to feel your level of concern and connection if they think that they otherwise can't get it. Another time that fearful avoidance will end the relationship prematurely is if you either hurt them or they think that you might have hurt them. It doesn't matter if you actually did or not, but if they just perceive that you're either hurting them right now or you will in the future, they'll prematurely defend themselves by breaking up with you. For example, if your ex is somebody that's been physically abused in the past, and then you raise your voice in an argument, they might flinch and think that you're going to escalate things to the next level. And this is all based upon their past trauma. Now, in either one of these cases, whether it's a dismissive or a fearful avoidant, they're breaking up with you for reasons that could otherwise be talked out in the relationship if they were secure. And the reason why they're not doing this is because they're getting triggered and they don't have the nervous system regulation, that is breath work and thought discipline. Okay, they don't have those skills to calm themselves down to either stay in the argument in the case of a dismissive avoidant or to not get so spicy or, run away for the trust reasons, etc., as with the fearful avoidant. In either case, you can get them back through no contact, not talking it out, unfortunately. If you want my help with that process, click here, set up a call, and I'll talk to you soon.